So I started reading the Atomic Habits book, and I'm still in that. I still weigh more than I want to, and I still haven't fixed half the things I said I would fix this year. But to be honest, I didn't read it to fix my life. I read it because I am tired of starting over. And there's one idea in the book that's actually changing how I see myself. Not my habits, not my weight, not my debt, just the way I talk to myself when I fail. And in a sense, it really marries with what I'm here talking about in all my other videos. So I picked up the Atomic Habits book because literally everyone said it would fix my life. Well, spoiler alert, it didn't. Not yet, anyways. So the part that really resonated with me is the identity piece. And it's something I've been talking about a lot here on my channel. So the author, Clear, he says, you don't aim to run a marathon, you become a runner. You don't aim to write a book, you become a writer. And that's when I realized I've been kind of doing this backwards my whole life. And here's the uncomfortable question. Who have you been trying to become? This is something I asked myself. Not what, but who. Because if you don't know the answer, every habit system will fall apart. And that's exactly where I capped and honestly still keep breaking. So here's what surprised me. I've been working out consistently 4 days a week for about 3 years now. And when I read the book, I realized I have been accidentally using half his principles to get here. Not because I was super smart, but because it just what clicks. It just what made sense to me, right? So this identity shift that he talks about, I didn't call it that at that time. And honestly, I didn't call it until I read the book. But I stopped saying, I need to get in shape. I need to lose weight. And I started saying in my head, I'm someone who works out. I am someone who takes care of my body. I know that sounds small, but it completely changed what skipping a workout meant. Like, if I am someone who works out, skipping it isn't just missing a day. It's acting against who I am. And that's what started to bother me more than the excuses to not do it would. It's the same with habit stacking. I didn't know the term, but I attached my workout to getting home from work. To this day, I get home from work and I immediately change to my workout clothes, eat a pre-workout snack, and then I move. Like, no decision, no debate, no scrolling on my phone, arguing and making excuses and trying to find a reason not to go. And the environment design, it's my workout clothes. They are already separated. And I always try to make a snack that I will be excited to eat, like yogurt and some fruit and some honey, or some tuna salad with some toast. The point isn't that I am disciplined per se, because I'm really not. The point is I accidentally built this system that made discipline almost irrelevant. And then in this book, James Clear named all of them, and I realized I wasn't just lucky, I was accidentally doing the right thing. So now it's where it gets tricky. I am trying to do the same thing with money. And money is harder for me. Like, exercise became manageable. Money still feels like the place where I am most likely to mess up. So a few months ago, I started saving $80 a month. Not because some finance bro said so, but because it was the number that didn't make me panic. And honestly, it started as a test. I gave myself permission to fail. Like, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Let's try the next one. The point was no more pressure added on. So here's the part I didn't expect. Almost a year in, I am not thinking about it anymore. It is just part of my financial plan. It just happens the same way my workout just happens, right? I set up an investment account and it goes to that money. And it goes to that account. So to take money from that account, it's also harder, right? It's not going to be an immediate thing. So it's just, I am creating obstacles to myself. So now I have like a reasonable amount in there, but it's not something I count as part of my money available to me. And that's when that shift from I'm bad with money to I'm learning how money works for me, because I'm actually seeing it happen. I'm showing and I'm proving to myself you can do it. You just need the right tools and the right systems. So look, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you this fixed my debt or made me lose the 15 pounds I want. It didn't. What it did was way smaller and I think way more important. It just proved to me that I am not someone who always quits. And if you're anything like me and you have quit everything for years, you just give up, right? This one small piece of evidence changes the whole game, because it shows to you you just need the right system to stick to. I'm going to keep testing this one identity shift at a time, 1 week at a time. Next one is definitely going to be something around money, which honestly terrifies me, but that's the point, right? So tell me in the comments if you're here, if you'd stay until the end, if you had to pick one identity to try on for a week. Not a habit, just a way of seeing yourself. What would it be? If you stay to the end, thank you so much for being here. Hopefully someday this video will reach you in a moment that you really need, okay? And I'll see you in the next one.